Building a starter house with no more than 100 wood and 5 stone. That is the challenge for today's video. The challenge was set on a YouTube video by Splasher which is linked in the description. The rules of the challenge are: number 1, you can only use tools that are pre-Eichther. Number 2, the house must have a bed, a fire, workbench, and chest, which must all be functional. And this will leave you 70 wood to build the rest of your house. And number 3, it must be a functional home. The fire must withstand a thunderstorm, the workbench must be usable, the chest must be inside, and you have to be able to sleep in the bed. If you want to take part in this challenge, you can post your pics or video in the poolside Discord, link is in description. The first thing I need to do is find a nice location to build my house. After a bit of searching, I like this area because it's near the water and not too far from the trees, which we'll need to chop down for the wood. Next, I'm going to flatten the area so that it's ready to build on. Finally, I need to gather my resources for the build. Whilst doing this, I started to think about the type of house that I want to build, and I had 2 ideas. Firstly, I want the build to be round, as I think that will be a bit more challenging. And secondly, I want to use exactly 100 wood and 5 stone with no materials left over. Okay, as you can see, I've got my 100 wood and my 5 stone on me and my area in which to build, so now I just have to start actually building. So I'm going to select these wood floors here and start off by building those. So let's place one down like this, and I'm just going to do 2 clicks to get it round in a bit of a circle-like shape, and do that the whole way round. And we've ended up with this. And the good thing about this is now we can place the walls on it quite easily. So we're just going to get these walls right here and place those all the way around to give this building some structure. And let's actually take this one here right out and change that for a door so we can actually get in and out of this thing. And there we go. We have our basic structure, and at the moment we've still got 66 wood left. So at this stage, I'm actually going to go ahead and start putting some roof pieces on. So let's just do the 4 corners like this. So 1, 2, 3 like that. And we can't actually place on top of a door. So what I'm going to do is go like this and get this roof piece right here, then take that out and replace the door once again. With that done, I'm just going to go ahead and place these ones here on the inside so that the entire roof is then complete. Now I want to start placing down some of the stuff we have to place on the inside. So let's get the bed down if we can and get it as far over as we can where it will still work, just like that. Then we need the workbench as well, so we'll put that on the other side and go as far over as you can, so that is nicely there. And as for the chest, I thought we could actually hang this up a bit. So what I'm going to do is place like a build piece here and here, maybe another one here and here. Then get the chest like this. So if we jump up, we should be able to place that. There we go, like that. But we need to connect to the roofs like that. And the reason we need to connect is so that when I take this down, so I get this wood back so we can use it for other things, the chest will stay in place, just hanging onto the roof there like that. As you can see, it does still work. It's still functional, so still within the rules of the challenge. And as for the workbench, we can use that and repair things right here. So you can see once again, this is definitely within the rules of the challenge too. Now there needs to be a working fireplace, and I think back here is going to be a good place for that. So let's knock that out and go ahead and put down our little campfire just outside here. But because it has to be clear from thunderstorms, we want it as far this way as we can get it before it reds out. So maybe about there should be fine. And let's test whether or not we get smoked in here. Okay, it doesn't look like there's any smoke building up in here, but let's go ahead and put the protection on that campfire ready for the thunderstorm. So I'm just going to get a little one of these build pieces right here, these roof pieces, put that over the campfire like that, and that should protect it from the thunderstorm because it's back that way a little bit and it's covered on top. So hopefully this isn't going to get too smoked. Let's just stand in here for a bit and see what happens. So yeah, we are getting a bit smoked, guys. You see there, if I come like this way a bit, the smoke does build up over time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this roof piece out here. So I'm hoping that'll be enough ventilation now. So just above the front door, we've taken that piece out. Let's see if this works. Okay, plan B, we're moving the fire a bit more outside because we're still getting too smoked. So that's as close as we can get it. Let's go to about there, and hopefully it will still be protected from the thunderstorm, but we won't get smoked. Let's test this out. So it does seem okay, but I reckon this house could do with a window anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to knock this out right here and make a little window in the wall. So we're going to put a little half wall just there like that, and then we're going to use these things right here on the sides of this and make ourselves up a window with these beams right here. So now from the inside, we've got a nice window next to our bed, and it doesn't appear that it's getting smoked, so that's pretty good. And I'm going to put another window in around this side because I think they look quite nice. Let's go ahead and do this one, maybe a little bit different. So I'm going to split this one down the middle just like this, and there we go. Then we've got a bit of a different window just to make it look a bit different to the other one. At this stage, I'm going to go ahead and put a cooking station down on top of the fire here so we can actually use this to cook food and make this an even more functional base. And we've got 7 wood left right now, so I'm just wondering what we can do with that remaining wood. Okay, one idea I kind of like is around this side. If we use this ladder, we can place one here and one here, just like this. And we have a couple of chairs just here, so you can sit down on these chairs if we wish. Got to use our imagination a little bit because we're not allowed to use actual chairs. Okay, a thunderstorm is about to start, so we can now test out this fireplace and make sure it's going to last through the thunderstorm. So fingers crossed, and let's see what happens. Oh, it did go out. Okay, I guess it's not far enough back. So let's see if we can get the balance here. Let's take these things down. All right, guys, I managed to find a solution. What I did was I took these pieces right here off the side of this, as you can see right here, and that gave me enough wood to build this little thing, which doesn't look amazing, but it does work and keeps our fire safe. I realize this looks like quite a big gap, and I'm a little bit surprised it worked too, but I think I've placed the fire just far enough back that it just about works. And you can see on the inside here, we don't get smoke. That gap that we have lets all of the smoke out of the building right there. If you want to watch my hardcore Valheim series, click the video on screen now. And if you like this video, please do consider subscribing.